So depending on the level, sometimes a person, wallahi, never talks about their good deeds. You might not talk anything. Nobody knows how much charity you give. Nobody knows how good you are at home. Nobody knows how what you do in the secret. You've never told anyone. But somehow Allah makes it exposed. Allah makes your good work become exposed even if you try to hide it. Why? Allah likes you to shine. Allah likes you to shine. So long as you are not the person who wanted to go and show off, Allah makes you shine. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Man tawada'a lillahi rafa'ah." Whoever humbles themselves for the sake of Allah, meaning if I do this good work, I'm doing it for the sake of Allah. Allah will raise that person. And I'll give you a kind of a practical approach from a non-Islamic perspective. It also fits in line with whoever humbles themselves, Allah will raise them. How? If we put Islam aside for a minute and look at it from a practical approach. The experts say that of self-development, if you appear deliberately below your actual reality, when people find out about you, they're more likely to be more impressed when they know your reality. But if you go around trying hard to appear above your reality, so you're a fake person, a fraud, maybe not a fraud, but not to that extent, but some people just show off a little bit, or they appear above their reality. When a person gets to know that person and finds out their reality is lower than that, they kind of get disappointed. And sometimes you might not be a fraud or a fakester or a show-off or anything, but people had a good impression of you. It's not your fault. And when they know you in your reality, you tend to get a bit disappointed when the person's reality is not as you thought. Right? Celebrities have that problem a lot. A lot of da'is who become famous and known, they have this problem. They say, well, I'm just a normal person. And people, when they listen to you, they think, MashaAllah, this person's like an angel. And I've seen this happen before. So people they become good Muslims. They go to the masjid and then they meet good people, or they meet people who they thought, MashaAllah, all their lives they're righteous and I wish I was like them. And then one day as they got closer, maybe they saw 1 or 2 or 3 bad habits from that righteous Muslim they always thought so highly about. And then they get very disappointed. Or I've even seen people go to the other extremes. They leave Islam altogether, or they say, I'm never going to go to the mosque again. No, don't do that. That's the shaitan. Each and every one of you has a potential to be a leader of Islam. Allah doesn't look at you who you're following. Allah looks at you how you become. But when you thought so highly about someone, and then suddenly it doesn't appear exactly as they were, you kind of get a little bit of disappointment, right? So, man tawada'a lillahi rafa'a. Whoever humbles themselves for the sake of Allah, Allah lifts them. He lifts them.